being from North Little Rock, how was it, growing up for Keshawn Moe?
I mean, shit, it was, a normal childhood, playing outside, playing football, boys and girls club. I was a normal kid, I wasn't into no crazy stuff. I did everything a normal kid would do.
And when you mention being a normal kid, like what exactly do you mean?
So, just, going out with your friends, like I say, going to the boys and girls club, playing, uh, fighting, little normal shit. It wasn't nothing extraordinary. I didn't grow up in a rich neighborhood. I lived all over North Little Rock, you know what I'm saying? So I don't necessarily claim no hood. I've lived off Pike. I've lived in Rose City. I done lived on Camp. Like, I done lived everywhere. So I done pretty much seen the whole North Little Rock. So I'm pretty well faceted with the whole city of North Little Rock.
Most definitely. And when it comes to the music,
Yeah.
being from your city, how was it? It haven't really been too many to blossom from
Yeah.
where we from. Period.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you pretty much link up to anything that's going on in the mainstream. It ain't really nobody to look up to in the city. I mean, we had the Young Hogs. We did have the Young Hogs. They did their thing when they had their run, but that was pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? They were some hustlers. They pretty much showed at an early age. They kind of showed me like entrepreneurship because they had barbershops, clothing stores, everything that you could think of. So that's what we pretty much looked up to in North Little Rock.
Not having no one to look up to, as far as the music tip goes, and mainstream artists. How would you say they impact a person's career? Like
nobody to look up to in arm's reach. You mean?
Right.
I mean, it showed me a different way of music. Honestly, it showed me a different lifestyle. Just looking up to different artists from different states. It made my mind wonder. Like, I wonder what it's like growing up out there compared to growing up out here. I wonder what the people like out there. I wonder what influenced them to make this sound. That's pretty much it. Just expanding your mind and giving you that, that inquisitive mind. Like, what makes them do that and makes them act act the way they act compared to us.
You mentioned other artists from other states.
Yeah.
Who was someone you would say you grew up to hip to?
Man, see, I grew up on a lot of real hip hop. So I grew up to Jay-Z, of course Wayne, Pimp C, really UGK. I grew up to Master P for sure. Master P, the whole No Limit was a big influence. Cash Money, that was a big, being from the South, that was a real big influence, Like, a lot of times I used to want to be from New Orleans just because of the way that they carried themselves and, the mood they had going out there. So, yeah, that's what I looked up to.
You mentioned the South. Do you feel like time is going to replay itself anytime soon, when it comes to the music culture?
What you mean? Like, as far as...
Like, the South being dominant, like having...
Oh, yeah. Definitely, man. But I think, everything is influenced on the South right now, so I think we are dominant. We pretty much dominant right now. Like, of course, everything is based out of Atlanta, but, I think it really started with, Memphis, 3 6 Mafia and all of that. Then it kind of moved towards Texas. Houston, they had a real big run, like, in the early 2000s. Then Atlanta just took over, and it ain't gave up the baton yet. So everything based out of Atlanta right now.
Why do you feel like out of every place, Atlanta was the pretty much the household right now? Like, why not another state?
Just because it's so influential. There's so many people that gravitate towards Atlanta. It's a really thriving city for Black people. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like they call it Black Hollywood for a reason. And you know what I'm saying? Just like everybody who want to be in film, they go to Hollywood. Everybody who want to be in music, they go to Atlanta. So it's just like it's a mecca right now.
Most definitely. So have you ever found yourself wanting to, venture out to A?
I mean, I want to go out there and work with some folks, but I don't want to live out there. I don't want to necessarily depend on them to get on. I personally, and a lot of people don't see things this way, but I want to get onto the city. I want Little Rock and North Little Rock to support me and make me a home-based hero where I can pretty much put on, put on for the city. Both cities.
Most people who, get a little shine, they take it and they run with it. They don't really too much. They rather not blow from their hometown or, their home state. Why is it different with you?
Just because, man, I'm from here, man. I've been here my whole life, you know what I'm saying? And me personally, I feel like if you don't have the respect and, you're not looked at as a hero from where you're from, it don't mean nothing when you go somewhere else because you can't never come home and be respected.
Real talk. I was just saying that earlier. I actually went to Atlanta and, you know, had a couple sit downs, a couple meetings, and
Yeah.
was something that stuck with me. Somebody said that you got to make sure you take care of, you know, your backyard first, referring to take care of your home, you know, the state, take care of the state first, and everything else will, you know, kind of follow.
Yeah.
You know, that's why you see artists having problems like that, you know, because it's just like they didn't really secure their hometown, they state before they, you know, had they run.
Definitely, bro. And that's kind of what I want to do, man. I don't want to be able to go to Atlanta and blow up and then come back here and everybody show me fake love. I want to see who really here for me right now, who gonna show me that genuine love before I even have a platform to perform on. So that's kind of that's my mindset on it.
Man, give me your touches on fake love versus genuine love. You know, go into details. You know, this is a topic that people run from.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like fake love, the way I look at it, you know what I'm saying? People, you can have people as close as right here to you, and they see you doing something that's going to, you know, catapult you into another stratosphere, and they won't show you no love until you actually reach that level of what they may view as success. Then they come around, man, yeah, I remember, boy, we grew up together, man. I remember they're my cousin, this and that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't need that. I need you to be like, you know what I'm saying? And no pun intended, he at ground zero right now. And I want to watch this man grow to the top tier. You know what I'm saying? That's real genuine love compared to, man, you ain't popping right now. I'll holler at you when you get something going, when you prove something. That's fake love to me.
And fake love, you know, why do you feel like they rise? You know, like, why do you feel like, just how you said, people can be in arm reach and will act blind as a bat to you? You know, why do you feel like people treat others that way?
I don't know, bro. It's just a mentality, man. It's just some people, they gotta see a level of success for them to believe in you. And I mean, that's with any field. That's when you're an athlete. That's when it may be in politics. It may be in music. It may be in acting. Any type of, you know what I'm saying, I guess any type of field you want to go into, that's people gonna show fake love. They're not gonna believe in you until somebody else from another state or a big name, you know what I'm saying, co-sign you. So that's just pretty much how it goes.
And that feeling though, you know, like I know we all know how it feel. We all go through it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just kind of, I see a lot of people, they go through it, but as soon as they reach their peak, they go right around those same people who wouldn't even give them a chance. You know, when I know they seen them.
Yep.
You know, how do you feel about that?
I mean, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? If you want to surround yourself with fake support, fake love, you know, if that's what help you sleep at night, that's you. But I know who there for me. I keep tabs on everything. I don't walk with a vengeance. I don't have vengeance in my heart. I don't have revenge in my heart. But I don't forget. You know what I'm saying? I forgive, but I don't forget. So.
When it comes to you and your career, you know, what's some music that you already have out?
Yeah, like I say, last week I just dropped a project called Info 3. I never finished anything 3. On the 31st, it's available on all streaming platforms, and basically that's a third installment to a series of I never finished anything projects, which kind of stem from at one point I had way too much unfinished music, and I'm like, I gotta let these people hear it. And on top of that, I had lost the hard drive, or the hard drive had crashed, so I said I'm gonna put it out. And ever since then, we kind of been running on that theme of just putting out like demo-based music. You know what I'm saying? I got some serious finished projects too. Typically, all of them is on SoundCloud. So this is my first project I dropped to all streaming platforms.
Most definitely. And when it comes to you working and stuff like that, is it a team or is it just you kind of?
Yeah, it started off as just me. You know what I'm saying? Just going on YouTube, getting little YouTube beats or whatever. But now it's more of a team-based thing. You know what I'm saying? I got my guy who engineered, my guy D-Mac, he engineered and he produced. And I got, my team, BCG, we pretty much work together, pretty much help each other as far as pushing each other on a competitive level, pushing each other to go hard as we can and never settle for mediocrity.
When you mentioned BCG, what exactly does that mean?
BCG, Black Cowboy Gang, man. It's something my brother Fred, he started up, a couple of years ago, really as a clothing line. I got actually one of the shirts on right now, but he started as a clothing line or whatever. And he expanded it to the music side. Like I say, we've been doing music since we was kids. His dad owned the studio back in the day, so we're pretty much trying to fulfill that legacy. Continue that dream of his dad on our own terms. You know what I'm saying, and keep that going. So BCG, It's a label.
Would you say having a team plays a major factor?
Yes, sir. Definitely, man. You can't do nothing by yourself. Don't nobody win championships by themselves. I don't care if you're the best player in the world. LeBron had a team, Kobe had a team, Jordan had a team, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta have a team.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
You know, looking around our state, you know, what's some few pointers, you know, what's Keshawn aspect of what's going on?
Man, it's a lot, bro. It's a lot of I've been saying this for the past 2 years. I was like, you know, we up next. It's a lot. It's like a time bomb waiting to explode, you know what I'm saying? There's so much talent here, man. Like anytime you go to like, you know, to a studio, any local studio, I ain't none specific. There's so many talented people in there, man. It's bubbling with talent. We just gotta, for one, everybody gotta support each other. You gotta stop the hate. Everybody gotta come together and put the egos to the side and really fuck with each other, man. And that's from artists and platforms like yourself. You know, I appreciate what you got going. And then second, man, we just gotta have more people outside of the state tuning into what we got going on.
Why do you feel like it took this long for it to, you know, for more windows, more doors show?
Man, really social media, bro. Really social media kind of shine a light on everybody, bring everybody a little more notoriety to what's going on in their surrounding areas. And on top of that, I think people really just tired of being overlooked, man. I think, like I said, there's so much talent here, so much, you know what I'm saying, there's so much promised talent that can really blossom if everybody really just came together and just, you know, fuck with each other.
Oh, definitely. And when it comes to our state, Arkansas, you know, you often hear it referred to as a retirement state, you know, all type of stuff, you know. What, besides music, you know, what else is going on here in our state?
Man, everything, man. We got, you know, we got great athletes. We got great, you know, visual people, whether it's photography, whether it's videography. We got great producers, but that's, you know, that's music or whatever. We got, you know, great, a lot of different things, designers, models, a lot of things going on, man. It just, like I say, within I give the next 5 years, man, Arkansas gonna be like, it's gonna be just spitting out stars, man. Like, it's gonna be so many people popping out from right here, man, and we're gonna have a big light on us.
And where do you see yourself playing position, you know, as everything unfolds?
I definitely want to be one of them starting players, man. I definitely want to be somebody that the city kind of homes as a town home hero. You know what I'm saying? Like, my vision is like I said, I want to get love in the city. I want the city to support me and respect me as an artist, which is going to in turn make other people outside the state respect me as an artist, rather than doing it the opposite way, where I go out of state, get the respect, and then come back home and get the fake respect. You know what I'm saying? So I want to definitely be champion as one of those guys, you know what I'm saying?
And when it comes to getting that respect, you know, what's some major factors, like, you know, what's some steps you would say it takes?
Consistency, man. You got to be consistent. And you got to, for one, you got to believe in yourself, you know what I'm saying? You got to not only know that you good, you got to walk and believe and talk and breathe like you that person. You know what I'm saying? You got to put 130% in everything you do. And then people around you gonna believe in you. Your team gotta believe in you too. If your team don't believe in you, nobody gonna believe what you got going is for real. So you gotta believe in yourself. You gotta be consistent, and you gotta, on top of that, always just grind. You know what I'm saying? Just keep everything going and don't stop until you reach that point.
Man, what's your input about the whole college route?
The college route, I ain't gonna lie. I went to college. You know, I graduated college actually, man, and you know, it's cool or whatever. It ain't, let's just put it like this, man. If I had the mindset I got now when I graduated high school, I personally wouldn't have went to college. You know, if you got real aspirations and you want to be something important, you know, like an engineer, doctor, lawyer, anything like that, then yeah, definitely take that route. But as me, I'm an artist, man. I'm an artist first, and that's pretty much what I'm always be. I'm gonna be an artist. So I don't think you necessarily need a degree to know how to do music. You know what I'm saying? I do music, photography, videos, all that stuff. So I didn't need no degree to learn that. That shit was self-taught. And it came naturally. A lot of it did.
So why do you feel like just the whole college schooling is pushed so heavy, you know?
It's a business. You know what I'm saying? They got to make their money. You know what I'm saying? Like, America make more money off student loan debt than people working jobs paying taxes. You know what I'm saying? So it's a business, man. They got to make their money. That's how them folks eat.
Most definitely. And as you're aware of another election coming up.
Yeah.
You know, you pretty hip to that, or you
Nah,
pretty
not
much
really,
try to
dog.
stay out of
Yeah, I mean, as ignorant as it sounds, I truly believe the election don't affect me, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it does affect me. I know it trickles down to affect me, but on a grand scale of things, I don't see nothing changing in my life, my everyday life, when the next president move in. You know what I'm saying? Besides the news being more annoying, that's about it.
I know everybody have influencers, you know, people who they look up to. The
Yeah.
reason, you know, when it comes to you, who would you say influenced you the most?
Man, I'll say two people, man. I'll put it to two people. It's gonna be Jay-Z and it's gonna be Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Like Jay, he showed me like that, you know, that real lyrical, smooth flow, like, you know what I'm saying, real braggadocious type way. Wayne showed me more of a, you know what I'm saying, more of a free flow. You know what I'm saying? He freestyled everything, but I don't freestyle everything. I write. I'm a really good writer or whatever. But Wayne just showed me a different way of, you know, making your voice an instrument, making people mimic you because your style is just so unique and so creative, man. And like, I remember back, you know, in 2009 and in them years or whatever, like Wayne was the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, anytime a Wayne verse come out, anytime a Wayne song drop, mixtape drop, everybody in the school talking about it. You know what I'm saying? And it's the talk of the school for the whole year. You know what I'm saying? So Wayne was definitely the guy, man.
Most definitely. And when it comes to, you know, them influencing you,
Yeah.
you'll say in the way you made your music or just the way you view things?
Both, man. It made me like Jay, really both of them, man. They made me listen to words. You know what I'm saying? How they, you know, like Wayne, he would say a line and then he'll make the next line every single word rhyme. So the first word of both lines would rhyme, second, third, you know what I'm saying? Every single word would rhyme. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy how you put words together like that. Or he would bend words that didn't even rhyme and make them rhyme. And I'm like, that shit's hard, you know. Then Jay, he would just put together a whole theme of things and flip it and make it a concept, you know what I'm saying? Like, he'll use some shapes and make a whole 4 bars about shapes, and it'd be so many subtleties in that you got to catch. You be like, damn, he put, you know, circle, square, you know what I'm saying? Just certain different bars, man. Like, just wordplay, man. I love words, man. Words is crazy.
Moving forward, you know, what can the people expect from you?
Man, definitely more music, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I just dropped that Info 3. I never finished anything 3. Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, all of that. You know, I got another project coming within the next month or two. You know what I'm saying? Like, my goal this year, man, is to really get my name out there, man, and really be taken serious as an artist. You know what I'm saying? I really just got back into the music thing. You know, for the longest I was a photographer, and you know, I kind of put that to the side for a minute to really take this music stuff serious. So you can really, man, within this year alone, you're gonna expect about 3 more projects from me. You can expect visuals, more shows. We're gonna have merch and everything, bro. Like, it's gonna be a lot coming out this year.
Most definitely, man. Hey, like you said, consistency.
Yes, sir.
Keep putting it in their face.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And, you know, before we wrap it up, you know, what's some positive you'll leave for the youth?
For the youth, man, just follow your dreams. You know, so I know that sounds cliche, but you know, you really gotta, when you got a dream, you gotta put your everything into it. You can't let no naysayers tell you yes or no. There's gonna be people all everywhere that's gonna try to deflect you from your vision, but you gotta have that tunnel vision. You gotta block out them haters, man. You gotta, you know, just, if you the shit, you gotta be the shit, man. You gotta know that you the shit, man. You gotta know that you the one. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much what I got for the youth.
Most definitely, man. Y'all go tap in with them ASAP. Go ahead and
sir.
let everybody know where they can follow you at on social media.
Yes, sir. Well, right now I'm only active on Instagram, so follow me on Instagram at Keshawn Moe _. Go ahead and download that Info 3. I never finished anything 3. Appreciate you, Ground Zero, man. I respect what you got going, and I appreciate you for having me on this platform. That's it.